Today's walk was near Trecastle in the northwest part of Black Mountain. So I parked here at Pont Ar Wysg, which is, I can't pronounce that, it's basically Usk in Welsh. And then I went through Mynydd Wysg, through there, and then up to a first hill which is like a moorland summit called Twyn, Perfedd, and then I went back and then summited Foel Darw, and then back along here in a loop, and then we drove the car up the road and walked through here to Fedw Fawr, which is another little summit there. So there was a good view of Usk Reservoir from here. They're really enjoyable little hills, really good. What's interesting as well is Foel Darw, you see here on the back, if anyone's got OL12, which is the kind of main beacons map, there you go, on the Foel Darw. They pick really random ones on here sometimes, don't know why, but there you go. So that's, we walked one that's advertised on the back of the OS map, but really good walking, and it's a cool landscape. So we've parked at Mynydd Forest, I think it's pronounced. Pont Ar Wysg. I can't pronounce the Welsh for Usk. Wysg, something like that. Not easy to pronounce if you're English. So, that's over towards Usk Reservoir, the forest, Mynydd Wysg. We're not going north this time, we're going south into the moorland, doing some moorland summits. And there's this creek here to the right, and the walk starts through the Mynydd Wysg forest, which is through here. We're going to go and have a little explore. I think we're on about the forest path for about half hour, and then we head on to the moorland. I'll see you in a bit. It's freezing. This is a great start. Lovely dry gravelly path, no bog at all, nice and straight, and it's sunny. Well, there wasn't any sun forecast till the afternoon, so that's great. About 11 AM now. It's really nice and warm. Out of the wind here as well, sheltered by the trees. Happy days. Shit. I knew it was going too well. There's always a spanner in the works. Alright, gotta get past this now. There's a bloody ditch either side. We'll get there. Well, we passed those. And now these. And more as well, up on the top there. This is all from the storm. So, yeah, this is not great actually. It's quite difficult getting past. Seems to stop there, but that's a lot of felled trees to get past. Yeah, this is really not good. I've driven quite a while to get here as well. Oh no. Oh. God. What is going on? There's about 10 felled trees there to get past. Amazing the storm damage here. And we're having to walk on this crud here with real bog here as well. Look at these here. There must have been some wind. I'll be really careful with my footing here because it's quite uneven. So I'm hoping when we get to there we've broken through it. But yes, I jinxed it, didn't I? I jinxed it, and that's that. So we're out on open moorland. It's quite green actually. It's nice. That's Foel Darw there, and the sheep pens here on the map. There's the gate, the forest gate. Now it says that the path hugs the forest there, the fence line. So I think I've strayed slightly. I'm going to go and assess there, because I think the path is actually that side. So I'm going to go and try and find the path. I'll bring it back. So there's no obvious path to the right or to the left. I'm on this thing that's like a disused wall or like a dike, which is keeping me dry, but this is definitely not a path. So if and when this ends, I'm not in a good position really. Yeah, I thought this would be Thought there'd be something there. There's certainly not what's imaged on the map, which is often the case in these kind of quieter, more remote hills. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. It's so warm now, there's no wind. We've found a path at last, which is great. And this is Twyn Perfedd, something like that. So it's quite a drop down and climb up actually. It looks nothing on the map, but here it certainly doesn't. I can see a sheep tread path going up there. I assume that's the summit. Come on the side of Foel Darw. So we're gonna head down to the little junction there and find a little sheep tread path up to the top. It's not marked on the map that there's a path, but we'll have a look. As I'm coming down here, I'm going to plot my way up. Nice views down this valley. Lovely. So I can see the Foel Darw summit there and a couple of nice paths going up onto it. It's crazy here, this moorland is vast, rolling expanse of moorland. I know I use widely exaggerated terms when I walk, but it's almost like the sort of steppes of Central Asia. The sort of Mongolian steppes or something, Kazakh steppe. Incredible. It's not particularly remote because there's a road about an hour up there, but feels very remote. Haven't seen anyone. It's cool. So summit's up there. It'll be there in 5 or 10. It's cool. It's the summit of Twyn Perfedd. It's kind of nothingness, but great views into the valley and up onto the Black Mountain up here. Summit covered in cloud. It's really high, it looks from here. So we're going to head down off the moorland summit, back down to the creek and then up onto Foel Darw. So I'm now using this higher vantage point to plot my route up Foel Darw, and there's two paths, there's one there and one through the sort of gorse, so either would be fine. The gorse path is probably more direct, so I'll probably go for that. Yeah, that's the key. If you're new to walking, use your vantage points to plan your next steps. The last thing you want is to be chatting away or looking down at your feet. Well, that's important because it stops you breaking your ankle, but yeah, and then you get to the bottom of the dip, the valley, and you think, oh, how do I get up? Obviously that applies to sort of non-pathed ones. Right, see you in a sec. That's where we were. Now, behind that hill there is the source of the River Usk. That's quite cool. We're not a rivers channel, but if I was, I would head up there. So I imagine it's quite good. So this is the gorse path. I'm going to head up here. This takes us directly to the top. Quick valley view before we lose it. Such lovely weather. The top's just there. So I think this post marks the top. The expansive views. Actually, I think the real top is there, but we've just come off there, head up there now. And then we're going to get down towards the sheep pens, back through the forest. There should be a nice little loop. Just getting back to the car park now. That was really good. The hills were really good. Brilliant views. Wild feeling, definitely wild feeling. That was cool. Two good summits. Weather was great. So I'm going to just sit here and chill for 5. I might do some more, I might not. That pillar, by the way, that was on the summit, that was definitely the summit. the pillar that was up, the concrete pillar. I went up to the other bit and it was definitely lower. Also on the first one, Twyn Perfedd, if you look from the view to the north, that's not another hill, it's a kind of minor subsidiary summit of the same hill, so I didn't need to do that one. But that's just the technical details. So yeah, cool. See you in a bit. So I've driven the car about 5 minutes up the moorland track, mountain road, and there's one hill I'm going to try and tick off today before we go home. Just a quick one hopefully, which is Fedw Fawr. So there's quite a cool view down into the valley there. Mynydd Wysg in the distance. So this is hopefully straightforward. We go down here and it snakes around here and just up onto the summit there. It's this hill you can see here, moorland summit. It looks dry actually down there and quite sort of green and grassy path, so it looks quite appealing. And the valley view's nice, so I'm going to quickly try and bag up one. There's a car up there, so come across a moor. Nice views. And the summit's up there somewhere. Maybe another 10 minutes. We're going to pick one of those sheep tread paths, hopefully onto the top. Another summit marker, Fedw Fawr, moorland summit. Beautiful blue of the Usk reservoir. Mynydd Wysg. Not going there now, there's not enough time. There's the hills here. There's a car miles away. So that's it. Another one done. That was cool. Good views. I'll stop it there. Hope you enjoyed it. Little outing. We'll see you again.